I lost my son in the woods, but he came back wrong. The boy who came back wasn't my son. He looked like him. He talked like him. But deep down I knew the thing that came out of those woods wasn't human. My name is Daniel, and this story is about the worst day of my life and everything that happened after. It started last fall. My wife Emily and I had just moved into a house near the Appalachian woods. Quiet, remote, peaceful. We thought it'd be the perfect place to raise our son, Oliver. He was 5 years old, obsessed with dinosaurs and full of energy. Too much energy, honestly. We'd take walks through the woods as a family. Let him run, let him climb and explore. He loved it. He'd name trees, give rocks names. He said he had a tree friend named Boop. We laughed it off. Just imagination, right? Until one afternoon everything changed. It was a Sunday. Emily was visiting her sister in town. Just me and Oliver, playing hide and seek near the tree line. I closed my eyes, counted to 30. When I opened them, he was gone. At first I wasn't worried. He was a good hider. But 5 minutes passed. 10. I started calling, shouting. Nothing, not a sound, not a laugh, just the quiet hum of the forest. Panic set in. I ran, deeper into the trees, calling his name over and over. I called 911. Search and rescue came within the hour. Dogs, drones, helicopters. We searched for 2 days. Nothing. Emily was shattered. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I kept going over it again and again. How far could a 5-year-old go? Then, on the 3rd morning, a volunteer shouted. I ran toward him, my heart ready to burst. Oliver was standing there, smiling, not a scratch on him. He just said, I was with Boop. He kept me safe. I cried. I held him so tight I thought I'd break him. Emily ran over sobbing, but something felt off. At first I thought it was just trauma. He was quiet, too quiet. He didn't ask for his toys, didn't cry, didn't even want his favorite snack, peanut butter crackers. He just sat, watching, always watching. His eyes looked darker, not in color, in feeling. It's hard to explain. It felt like looking into the eyes of a stranger. Then came the voice. One night I heard him talking in his room. I opened the door slowly. He was sitting on the floor whispering, Boop says you're not my real daddy. I froze. What did you say, buddy? He looked up, smiled. Boop says you took someone else's son. I didn't sleep that night. Things got worse. Lights in the house would flicker when he walked by. Our dog Murphy growled every time Oliver came near. And then one day Murphy was gone. Back door open, no tracks, just gone. Emily refused to see it. He's just traumatized, she said. He needs time. But I knew. That wasn't my son. Then came the drawing. He was coloring at the table. I looked over his shoulder and froze. He had drawn a figure, tall, thin, with tree branches for arms, black holes for eyes. Standing behind a smaller figure, a boy. Who's that? I asked. That's Boop, he said. He says you're bad. I sent the drawing to a friend who's a therapist. She called me within minutes, said, Daniel, that's not normal. That's not a trauma response. That's something else. That night, I locked our bedroom door. Around 2 a.m., I heard scratching at the door. Then, a whisper. You took someone else's son. I opened the door. No one there. Just Oliver's drawing, now taped to the door. And under it, in crayon, let me go back. I broke. I drove him back to the woods the next morning. Emily screamed, begged me not to, but I couldn't live like this, not knowing. We walked to the tree line. He stopped, looked at me. Thank you, he whispered, and walked into the trees. I waited. Minutes passed. Then, a voice behind me. Dad? I turned. It was Oliver, dirty, thin, crying. I was so scared. Boop wouldn't let me go. I dropped to my knees, held him, smelled the sweat, the dirt. It was him, my boy. We never talked about it again. He doesn't remember anything. Emily still thinks I lost my mind. Maybe I did. But every year on the same day, we leave the house because the trees whisper and Boop still waits.